Chapter 71 The Considerate Zhu Zhuqing. You are listening at novelful.audio. By the way, Dean Erlong, I have a request, and I hope you can agree to it. Just a few steps after following Liu Erlong to the cafeteria of Lanba Academy, Dan suddenly said. What do you think? Liu Erlong said as he walked. Upon hearing this, Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong all walked curiously and pricked up their ears. I hope Dean Erlong can let the four of us live alone in a large, quiet courtyard. Dan said directly while walking. Why? Our college has male dormitories and female dormitories, and they are all separate rooms. As long as it is not at night, you can go to them. Liu Erlong asked congratulations in confusion as he walked. It's because of this that I want you to let the four of us live alone in a large, quiet courtyard. Otherwise, it would be bad if one day I couldn't help it and went to find them secretly at night, causing the girls in our college to not sleep. Besides, even if it's during the day, if I can't bear it any longer, it will cause adverse effects. Dan said with a smile as he walked. What did you say? Liu Erlong stopped, turned around, and looked at Dan, Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong in surprise. Ding. The shock value from Liu Erlong is plus 666. Although Liu Erlong is still a virgin, she is well informed and can still understand the meaning of Dan. However, she originally thought that Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong were just Dan's girlfriends, but according to Dan's words, it is obvious that Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong are already Dan's women. Zhu Zhuqing's pretty face turned red with embarrassment. Rogue. Why does Dan come to us at night and the girls in the college can't sleep? Why would it cause adverse effects if he comes to us during the day? Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong didn't understand the meaning of Dan's words at first, and both had question marks on their faces. However, after they thought about it carefully, they understood the meaning of Dan's words, and their pretty faces immediately turned red with embarrassment. Does Dan also regard me as his woman? Stinking rogue. Xiao Wu pouted, bent her bunny ears, and scolded Dan down in her heart, but she was also very happy inside. Does Dan mean that he will also come to me? Does he also regard me as his woman? Ning Rongrong also felt very happy in her heart. She really wanted to ask Dan this question, but she was too embarrassed to ask it. Of course, I will pay the corresponding accommodation fee. Dan saw Liu Erlong's surprised look and knew that Liu Erlong had understood the meaning of his words, so he continued with a smile. This is not about the accommodation fee, but about you actually. Liu Erlong wanted to say something, but when he thought that he was still an inexperienced virgin, his pretty face immediately turned red with embarrassment, and he was too embarrassed to say anything. Hey. Sorry for the trouble, Dean Erlong. Dan grinned, seeing Liu Erlong's appearance. Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong understood Liu Erlong and understood the meaning of Dan's words, and their pretty faces suddenly turned redder, but none of the three of them mentioned that they didn't want to live in a quieter large courtyard with Dan. Okay, I will help you arrange a quieter big yard. Liu Erlong agreed that Dan, with such great talent and strength, was willing to come to Lanba Academy, and it was just a request. Besides, whether it was for Dan and Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong, or for the girls in the college, she should agree. There was no reason to refuse. But the most important thing for you at your age is cultivation. You must know how to exercise restraint, otherwise it will be bad for you, you know. Liu Erlong asked Dan, Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong again, then turned around and walked towards the cafeteria. Don't worry, Dean Erlong, I'm very energetic. Dan replied with a smile, and then directly followed Liu Erlong's footsteps. When Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong heard this, their pretty faces turned even redder when they thought of what happened the night before. They were all too embarrassed to say anything and silently followed the footsteps of birthday celebrations. Soon after, a group of people came to the cafeteria of Lanba Academy and found the Lanba Academy team. Liu Erlong directly explained the purpose of their visit. After the person who was going to be replaced by Dan knew that Dan was going to take his place, he readily agreed to let Dan take his place as a substitute. After being defeated by Zhu Zhuqing and Xiao Wu, the other two readily agreed to let Zhu Zhuqing and Xiao Wu take their place as substitutes. Ning Rongrong naturally became the substitute. After briefly getting to know the team members, Dan took Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong and followed Liu Erlong to the large courtyard arranged for them by Liu Erlong. After seeing off Liu Erlong, Dan, Zhu Zhuqing, Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong began to inspect the large courtyard. This large courtyard was originally a dormitory prepared by Liu Erlong for future expansion to recruit more students. There are 5 floors in total. Except for the lobby on the first floor, which has only 4 rooms, the second to 5th floors have 8 rooms on each floor. There are kitchens on both sides, etc., with all kinds of facilities. Zhu Zhuqing first chose a room on the second floor for her and Dan, while Xiao Wu and Ning Rongrong chose their room next door. Afterwards, everyone came to the hall, and Dan called Ain again and taught Ain to practice the abridged version of the Sunflower Beast Taming Manual. The 4 of them practiced until 10 o'clock in the evening. Dan asked Zhu Zhuqing and the others to stop practicing and took Ain into the Beast Control Tower. In order to prevent Ain from continuing to practice desperately, Dan ordered Ain not to continue practicing tonight, but to sleep and not be able to practice until tomorrow, and at the same time taught King Lanin to practice together. Dan and Zhu Zhuqing went back to the room chosen by Zhu Zhuqing, while Xiao Wu and Rongrong went back to the rooms they chose respectively. Zhuqing, I want to find Xiao Wu tonight. As soon as he returned to the room and closed the door, Dan spoke directly to Zhu Zhuqing. You want to capture Xiao Wu, right? That when Zhu Zhuqing heard this, he was not too surprised and directly asked congratulations. Ah. Dan nodded affirmatively. Okay, you go. Zhu Zhuqing nodded and said. Okay. You're just going to let me go? Aren't you angry, jealous, and don't want to have mine alone? Dan asked Zhu Zhuqing one after another. He would have definitely stopped Zhu Zhuqing from doing so. He had already thought about how to persuade Zhu Zhuqing, and even planned to prove his love for Zhu Zhuqing again. He didn't expect Zhu Zhuqing to agree so simply. Now he had some doubts about whether Zhu Zhuqing really liked him. Of course I'm angry, of course I'm jealous. Zhu Zhuqing turned to Dan, pouted and said affirmatively. But I know you are a playboy. Even if I stop you today, you will definitely find opportunities to capture Xiao Wu and Rongrong in the future, right? Zhu Zhuqing asked again about his birthday. Ah. Dan nodded honestly. He knew that Zhu Zhuqing was a smart man, and there was no need to tell lies in front of smart people. Isn't that enough? I'm very happy if you can tell me directly. Besides, you are so energetic, I am a bit. Zhu Zhuqing continued, but she stopped mid-sentence, lowered her head, her pretty face turned red, and was embarrassed to continue. What? Upon hearing this, Dan directly pulled Zhu Zhuqing into his arms and hugged Zhu Zhuqing's small waist tightly, causing Zhu Zhuqing, who was not prepared at all, to let out a moan.